But okay, so this one's usually these Zooms are much quicker than all of our other ones, just because, you know, we usually go and put everything on YouTube. And what we don't want to do is we don't want every Wednesday, every VIP one to become so redundant that we just are uploading the same thing over and over. So if you have questions about VIP, or you're a new person and you don't know what to send people in regards to what VIP is, go to the Thrive Army YouTube channel. If you don't have it, I'm not entirely sure if it is searchable on YouTube. You might have to be given the direct link. Sorry, both my cat and my dog are trying to come in, and they're going to end up in World War III if I don't separate them. So, you can send them that link. So we upload every Zoom, every training Zoom to the YouTube channel, but we won't be doing every single Wednesday's uploaded, just because, again, we don't want it to feel like when you're checking in, you're like, I just heard that. And we debated recording this one tonight or not, but I think it's really important to note that after we learned about, rank advancement, I kind of was chatting with Heather and saying, I think it's important that we talk to people about how crucial it can be to your growth to hit VIP 800 and or 1600 and use that to catapult you into the 4K rank advancement. And sometimes, either as we are talking to new people or potentials, it's really important to also highlight that, because I really do feel like people who are going for their VIP 800 and 1600 will have a little bit of an easier time achieving that 4K rank advancement, because they're getting little things along the way. Well, not so little things, but you're achieving things along the way that make it feel easier, make it feel simpler, make it feel more rewarding, not as exhausting. So I can have Heather talk a little bit about what VIP is. In the Getting Started Promoter Trello board. So if you are brand new and you have not downloaded the Trello, Trello, Trello app, do that now and it'll ask you to create a mock board. When you do that, you're going to reach out to your upline, and hopefully they can send you the Getting Started link and the social media link. In the Getting Started link, you're going to find an awesome graphic that Heather made explaining, if you are a visual person, explaining exactly what VIP is. So you might hear her, you might retain a little bit. If you get lost, it's totally fine. You can find like the actual graphic that she made in there, so it breaks it down visually. But I'll let her go ahead, explain VIP, and then we'll both kind of go back and forth a little bit about how we feel like you can use that to catapult yourself into the 4K rank advancement bonus. So go ahead, Heather.
Okay, so literally as soon as you click the promoter button, you've got 14 days from your first order. So if you've ordered before as a customer and then you flip to promoter, it will start immediately. Or if you have never ordered on that account, you will immediately begin your VIP as soon as you place an order, or a customer underneath you, a referral, places an order. So that will immediately begin your 14 days from that point. So that's important to know, because in those 14 days, you need to try to get 2 auto ship customers. Does not matter what the volume is necessarily. You need 2 auto ship customers, and you need 2 upgraded promoter accounts underneath, using your referral link, flipping to promoter, and then ordering an upgrade package. So either the 200, 400, or 800 packages all count. Those 4 combined, so the 2 auto ship customers you had or more, and the 2 promoter upgraded orders combined need to be 800 in QV. So QV is not necessarily dollar for dollar their order total, because if the customers, sorry, oh, there you go. So those need to equal 800. If a customer does not order the full 3 steps, or doesn't have essentially 200 a piece, then you might need a 3rd customer to help push you over that 800 mark. As long as there are 2 on auto ship, you could have other customers, if they didn't click auto ship, that volume could still push you to the 800 total volume. Am I correct in that, Court? As long as there are 2?
No, I do believe it does have to still be auto ship. However, it doesn't have
your
to be
VIP.
Right. Yeah. It's still auto ship, but it could be a bottle of balance. It could be anything. So.
Okay. So so you would need If you had two, just get the 3 steps for 150, that's only 300. So you might still be 100 short if your promoters both only did 200 packs. Now, if you have one promoter come in and do a 400, you're obviously going to clear that 800 just fine. And then you have for 14 days. So if you finish early, I finished mine on day 5, I think. Our company is amazing. They're going to give you 400 bonus, a $400 bonus plus your commissions on those orders, and then $100 in Thrive credit paid out the following Tuesday, as long as your order is closed before Sunday at midnight. Now, again, like I said, I finished mine on day like 5. So the company says, cool, let's try to do it again. So you try to do the exact same thing again, with assumingly a 3rd and 4th auto ship customer and a 3rd and 4th upgraded promoter. They're going to pay you the exact same thing again. So that's called your VIP 1600. Those are first time orders only, and your personal orders do not count toward the volume. However, your personal orders count toward the volume of your overall rank. So you're striving for 4K with all of this, and you could easily get there with all these different orders. I closed my 1600 on day 13 and closed 4K on day 14. So it is totally possible. They set up this amazing fast start opportunity to A, help you get to those bonuses, but B, help push your business and grow it quickly in the beginning, because you're going to onboard these new promoters and they're going to start running for their VIPs, I guess ideally in a perfect world. So it's just kind of going to kind of accelerate your business from the very get-go.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like it's simpler. I hate using the word easier, so I hesitate when I go to say that word, but I guess for lack of better terms, it's easier, I feel like, to reach your 4K if you have hit the VIP 800 and 1600 again, because you're kind of checking off those milestones along the way. You're accomplishing smaller tasks. You're getting something along the way. You're getting like other bonuses. You go from bonus of 800 VIP to bonus of 1600 VIP, and then you're going to get that 4K bonus. Plus, if you do it in 30 days or under, you get that Maui Gym bonus. And for those who don't know, the Maui Gym bonus is if you can hit 4K in 30 calendar days. If you can hit, so sometimes for people, if you sign up after like the 16th, your 30 calendar days, obviously their calendar, they're not month to month. So if you sign up on the 16th, then you have until the 16th of the following month. However, our volume trackers are always resetting at the 1st. So if you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, if by the end of the month you can achieve both of those. And you will notice that you have separate trackers for each of these things. So at first, when you are going for VIP, you're going to see a lot of trackers in your back office. And I even think now you'll have an additional one for rank advancement. So you might even have 4. So if you're looking at your back office and you're like, whoa, 1, it will not always look like that because rank advancement will not always be there. And 2, you will not always be in your VIP period or your Maui Gym period. So I know it looks overwhelming, but right now, I guess if you could have some tunnel vision, really just focus on that VIP 800. Everything and anything you order or anyone else orders, whether it counts for VIP or not, is going to count for your 4K tracker, your 4K rank advancement one. So don't be disheartened if you buy on your account, or if someone as a customer who's already ordered counts for your VIP, but then they order again and it doesn't. Again, all volume is caught by your 4K tracker. No order is ever like wasted. Okay. So, so for those who don't know, and when I'm saying this, they're like, what's 4K rank advancement? So between now and the end of April, the company has put out a very special, very huge bonus where you're going to be able to earn a 100% match on each new rank that you hit. So if you hit 4K for the very first time, you will qualify for the payout of a $4,000 bonus. If you hit the next rank of 12K for the very first time in that qualification period timeframe between January and April, you will qualify for a $12,000 matching bonus, and so on and so on. So if ever was the time to really push for 4K, now is that time. And that's why I think it is so crucial to bust your butt to hit VIP 800 and 1600 because I just feel like those that I do see hit VIP 800, 1600, hit 4K a lot faster because they have that momentum. It's kind of like they are more so rolling the ball downhill. So I don't want to sit here and say if you don't hit it, it's impossible. But I also want to be very real and say you may feel like it's more of an uphill battle. However, I see people hit 4K all the time without VIP. But I do feel like it is crucial. One of the things that I will say, especially, I think really anytime during your journey, but especially when you are brand new, and especially depending on how aggressive you are running, one of the biggest tips I can give people is one, utilize your resources. The resources are your chats, the team chats, your upline. But even before that, you have so many other resources that you can utilize at your disposal that are not time sensitive. If you ask Heather or Krista or Stephanie or Tracy something, you're also at the mercy of if they are available. Okay. However, your resources are available to you 24/7 and there is no wait period. Okay. So all of our leaders are amazing and I'm sure they will drop whatever to get to you. However, sometimes life is life and we are humans. And also I want to encourage everyone to utilize their resources because it makes you a speedier and more capable promoter. So utilize your resources. We have a Facebook group, we have the YouTube channel, we have these Zooms, we have Trello boards, and the Trello boards are just absolutely loaded with gold. So take some time, dig around, save some stuff. And then next, one of that still kind of ties into resources is three-way chats with an upline. If you have somebody that is interested in signing up or somebody that just needs a little bit of chatting with before you officially close the deal, reach out to an upline and say, hey, do you have 5 minutes? I have somebody that I really feel like would be good at this, or I have somebody that really wants to order. They just have this one question or something like that. Three-way chats are amazing at closing deals because oftentimes people want to hear what we call third-party validation, meaning other people's experiences. It's kind of like you can hear something 1,000 times from your best friend or your mom or your sister or your husband, but you hear it from one other random person and you're like, oh, truth, right? And like, it's just the way we are. So they are very, very powerful. They also add an kind of added accountability to that person. And also you're bringing in someone, you're what we call borrowing their confidence. So the other person, chances are, has been doing this for a little bit longer. They have probably closed some deals. Maybe they've checked off some milestones. They might just be more adept at talking to people, explaining the opportunity, explaining the product. That is what we are here for. So please utilize those as well. Also making sure before you throw people in through chats that you're checking with them, just because we want to make sure that we are available to chat with them. We don't want to be putting it through a chat and make that person feel like they're waiting, you know. So I know I hate that when that happens because I feel rude when I finally come in and I'm like, oh my gosh, this chat was created 2 hours ago. But they are extremely helpful. I noticed that more people who utilize three-way chats have more people that close deals and hit ranks. It's just kind of a fact of the matter.
I think that's vital too during your VIP because we don't expect you to know everything. We would love ignorance on fire, just run with it and bring people essentially to your upline and let them help you, let them show you how to close those deals. And especially when you bring in new promoters, if they're really wanting to work this, I had in the beginning where I felt like I wasn't able to mentor my new promoters because I didn't even know what the heck I was doing. So I think that would have been really important to connect them to my upline so that they had the one-on-one like I had. I almost feel like Courtney was raising me as a child and you're then expecting like a child to raise a child, and that just doesn't work. So not that we're all children, but it's that same mentality of, you know, brand new people don't necessarily know what the heck they're doing. So sometimes it's better to connect them to your upline as well and let them mentor them instead of expecting everything to fall on you.
Exactly. So. Yeah. Don't feel like you're expected to be the expert right when you sign on. I know sometimes, especially if you're a go-getter, you want to appear confident. You want to feel like I know what I've got. I don't want to be a pain or a burden to my upline. I want to show them that I've got this. I can't tell you that while we very much appreciate and love that attitude, it could be further from the truth when it comes to utilizing your resources. If it's anything I look to or look at with new promoters, and I just kind of say they've got it, like that it factor is, how are they running, number one, and two, are they utilizing their resources? And when I see people looking in their resources, looking in the cloud, looking at the Trello board, reaching out to me, they're asking questions, and they're putting me in three-way chats, and they're doing those things. But what they're doing is, I know that's they're learning. So that to me is the most powerful, because I see them doing stuff. I see them learning. And then when I see them doing it enough, I see that they need me less and less. And that's not necessarily the goal, but the goal is for them to feel more confident to take on more things, to answer more questions independently. But they know no matter what, you can always utilize your upline. Heather still throws me in chats. I still utilize my uplines. Again, like I said, they're very validating. So don't feel like there's ever a point in time where you're just like, oh, I've got this. I fly solo. That's not necessarily our goal. Our goal is to equip you so you just feel more competent and confident, not so that like you don't need us and we're just kind of cruising. That's not necessarily the point. The point is to equip you to feel more confident. So does anybody have any specific questions, whether about VIP, rank advancement, the resources we mentioned, like the Trello board or like YouTube or anything like that? You can definitely either ask it in the chat, you can unmute yourself and ask, but I want to make sure that people have ample opportunity to also have their questions answered here as well. And then also not forgetting, we have a Zoom right after this in 10 minutes on this same number. So I don't know if people just want to have a break to like shove some food in their mouth real quick, go to the bathroom, change out of your clothes, get some comfy stuff on. I don't know. So if no one has any questions, we can go ahead and just kind of take a 10-minute break before we hop back on. Again, because this is recorded, it will be up on the YouTube channel. So if you kind of missed some stuff or we talked a little too fast, you can always revisit it. They're usually up within 24 hours. Heather is amazing at getting them up really quickly. Without her, it would definitely be waiting 24 to 48. So I give her a pat on the back, because if it were up to me, it would be like 48 hours. So we love her for doing that. But all right, we will catch you guys back on here in 10 minutes. Have a good one.